So in front of me here today is the next project. This is the OEM Titan 5.6 liter intake manifold, and on my left is a GM or Chev 6.0 liter truck intake manifold. And what we're going to try and do is cut off the neck or the throttle body inlet and put it on there. We're going to epoxy it on. And I already have the GM 90mm throttle body on my truck with an adapter kit, and opening up the intake manifold is going to be able to use that a little bit better. The OEM Titan throttle body is the same throttle body that's used on the 4-liter Frontiers, Xterra, Pathfinders. They didn't make a new one for the Titan, they used the old one, which is fine for torque down low, but it doesn't really allow the airflow for the higher RPM and making horsepower. There aren't really any options for aftermarket Titan intake manifolds. That's why we're going this route. But this still isn't that cheap. I paid about $150 for the GM one, about $200 for the Titan one from a junkyard. I did end up getting an extra throttle body, an extra set of injectors in this though. And we'll clean this one up and put some new gaskets on it, and we'll swap all the parts from my truck. This one has higher kilometers, and I'm not sure the condition of everything. So just a quick comparison of the inlet diameters on these two manifolds. Titan, about 73 millimeters, and this one about 87. Actually, the neck's down a little bit. 84, just past the initial opening. And then comparison of the throttle bodies. So at 74, 70, and this one's harder to measure because it is it's like 93 right there, but it necks down in there. About 85. The back one is the more important one, 86. So 86 millimeters on the back. You can tell it's a lot larger opening. So we're going to go ahead, strip these down, clean them up. So I've got both the intake manifolds cut, and I've got them cut on the same angle. I started the cut with the miter saw, but unfortunately it wouldn't go through all the way. So I finished it with a Sawzall. And having them cut the same angle is going to help this to fit there nicely. I chopped off some pieces with the reciprocating saw as well, and then we're going to grind all these down. And we've also going to come back a couple more inches on that and try and get that the same angle as well. So this is how I'm doing it. Don't do what I do. This is just to show you how I did it. You can find a safer way than this. we finished widening our hole, we gave this a good wash, make sure all the plastic was out of there. Clean this up as well. It's sitting how I want it right now, and we're going to use the JB Weld plastic weld. If anyone's used this, let me know your thoughts on it. If you've got any other ideas, drop those in the comments below as well. We're going to be using this plastic welding kit as well to add some structure, and this will also help hold it together while the JB Weld is setting. I've chosen these clips as the ones we're going to use, and I'm not sure how many, but we're going to put them kind of around the outside at intervals, and just be careful not to push through. And we'll also seal all the way around the outside with the JB Weld when we're done. So that one did go through a little bit. I pushed it in too far. The other ones didn't. They're looking pretty good. And that's going to hold it there solid while we reapply some more glue. We'll do maybe 3 more of these. I hold it for about 5 seconds, and it's usually good enough to melt. Yeah, you don't want to push them in too far, because it will go right in. But this is going to be super strong. Now let's maybe do one right here. Oops. You got to wait for it to cool for a few seconds before you pull it out as well. Alright, I'm going to trim all these off as best I can, then come back for some more glue. So we've got the clips all trimmed. We've got a bit of a gap here. I might do a layer of the glue inside as well, just to make sure it's going to be all sealed. I'm going to mix up some more JB Weld and go around the outside. Alright, we've gotten all the way around. We've got it dripping a little bit. I'm gonna let it sit and dry. Alright, I've gone back with another coat of the JB Weld after an hour. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more videos. I'm going to do a separate video for the install of the intake and removing the old one. This turned out pretty decent. It is a little bit messy, but I actually thought it was going to be worse. So I'm somewhat pleased with that. One thing to note, the vent on the other neck was on this side, so I'm going to have to possibly put a longer hose to attach to this. And this is what we look like inside. Looks pretty clean and wide open. I didn't even use a full JB Weld. And here's our before intake and the new one. So quite a bit bigger. And also put a link down to the JB Weld and some of the other stuff I used to make this intake.